Good morning and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. I'm Brian Moritz, and today we're going to be walking around a pre-owned 2013 Itasca Reyo 25T. So, kind of just a couple quick things about the Reyo. If you're looking for like a Winnebago Navion or something along those lines, this might be a really good option for you. It's a little bit cheaper, still on that same chassis, still made by Winnebago. So there's a lot of cool things about the Reyo, and we'll kind of go over them as we go. So we'll walk around the outside first. You do notice you do have a 16-foot electric extend awning, so power extend, power retract, just push a button, it comes in and out. On the exterior, this is full body paint. There's no stickers and no decals. Up in the front here, just a nice big storage compartment. Extra set of wiper blades in there for you as well. Coming back just a little bit, another really big storage compartment. So the thing that's cool about the Reyo versus traditional Class C's is you do have a little bit more exterior storage than what you would see on, say, a Winnebago Navion or a Winnebago View of the same time period. Huge pass-through storage here. You see we got room for the spare tire, and that does go all the way through to the other side, which we'll get to in just a minute. And then down below that, you have a Awning quiet gas 3600 watt generator. Now that's going to run off of your 13-gallon propane tank. And then back one more, just another nice big storage compartment there. Coming around the back, full fiberglass rear cap. Up top, we do have a backup camera that does have color in it, so when you're backing up, you can actually see whatever you're looking at in color. And then down below, a 2-inch receiver with a 5,000-pound towing capacity and a 500-pound vertical weight capacity. And then last but not least, you do have a 7-pin connector there, so if you do pull your car, pull a trailer, you can have lights and brakes hooked up there. Over on this driver's side, this is the other side of that big pass-through bay. Something I wanted to point out in here is there's just a fake panel, and I pulled it off already, but right inside of there is where you're going to see your water pump as well as your furnace and your hot water heater. So the cool thing about that is it's very accessible for when it's time to winterize, if you are the kind of person to do it by yourself. Very back compartment on this driver's side, 30 amp power cord, as well as your water connection bay. So you do have an exterior shower with hot water, the water tank drain valve right there, the macerator pump, so it will actually pump water or pump your sewage out of the black tank, and then your freshwater inlet valve, all in one nice condensed bay. Up on top there, you'll see the access for both your 6-gallon hot water heater, and then this is the exhaust port for your 20,000 BTU Suburban furnace. Down below this bay, you're going to see a black water tank, but more importantly, this is actually where you fill that 13-gallon propane tank. And you also have an emergency shutoff valve, so you don't have to crawl underneath it and manually shut it off. One more storage compartment over on this driver's side. And then last but not least, you have another storage here, but this is also where you're going to see your 12-volt fuses for your chassis. One other thing to notice, you do have a locking fuel cover, so that no one's out here siphoning your diesel. And then on each mirror, you do have cameras, so when you turn on your blinker, it'll light up that side of the coach, kind of eliminates blind spots. So while we're over here, the stock number to this unit is 5U201182. Again, 2013 Itasca Reyo 25T. So what's really cool about these is they're still built on a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter chassis, a little bit different than what you normally see, but essentially Winnebago took it and put aluminum bracing all the way through this to give it more of a Class A look, gives you a little bit more livable space. And you still have that 3.0 turbo diesel underneath the hood, a 5-speed automatic transmission, puts out 188 horsepower and 325 foot-pounds of torque. So we'll go on inside now where it's nice and warm. So once you walk in here, you'll notice this floor plan is very similar to a Winnebago Navion or a Winnebago View 24V. So you got the twin beds in the back, kind of a small kitchen area. In this kitchen, you have a nice single bowl sink with the folding tap with a solid surface glass cover, so you can use it for prep space. And then over here, just a standard 2-burner gas cooktop, and that again will run off of your 13-gallon propane tank. Up above, nice big storage cabinet, 2 110-volt plugs, and then over on this side is where you'd put your satellite receiver if you put a satellite dish on top of this motorhome. Also, while we're over here, you do have a high point convection microwave, so it'll act as a microwave and a convection oven. And then down below this countertop, just a bank of 3 nice drawers. And then big storage underneath the sink as well. So kind of in the living room area here, we do have just a nice sofa, 2 cabinets up above. All the original manuals and everything for this motorhome are still in here. And then on this back wall, you do have a nice Jensen TV as well. There is access to the TV in the back here, but with if you want to put a DVD player or something, it would go in that cabinet where I showed you the satellite receiver would go. Coming back into the galley, look at the bathroom first. So nice big shower here. You also have a hanging bar rack if you wanted to use this to dry your clothes after a day at the beach, whatever. You can hang clothes up in there, that way you're not getting water everywhere. This does have a sliding door, I guess, that just locks into place, and then when you pull it back, it'll squeegee the water off so it doesn't get water all over your bathroom. Nice medicine cabinet up above the toilet, and then down below, just a Thetford foot flush toilet. Leaving the bathroom, you have a Dometic gas electric refrigerator. So you do have a nice little freezer in here as well. It just folds down. But you can use that either gas or electric, just depending on what power sources you have available. Up above that refrigerator freezer, just another nice big storage here. And then the previous owner did add this little slide out tray so you don't have to reach in the way back. And then last but not least, in that cabinet there is 2 110-volt outlets as well. Up above that cabinet, this is going to be all of your general coach controls. So slide room in and out, and then the master switch for that, that's just a safety switch to the slide out. An additional LP valve. So we saw the one on the outside. This one is just so you don't have to go out there to turn your propane on and off. Your Winnebago one place, from here we can start that 3600 watt generator. We can also stop it, turn the water pump on, turn the water heater on, whether it be electric or propane. You can also view your tank levels. Just so while we're here, you have 34 gallons of fresh water, 36 gallons of gray water, and 36 gallons of black water. And last but not least, you can also look at your battery levels there. So we're not plugged into anything right now. It's been sitting here for probably 2 hours. The chassis battery is at 12.4 volts. The inverter's on, and the heater's running, and the lights are on. So good battery maintaining there. So 1000 watt inverter up here that is a Xantrax. And this is just your power panel for it. It'll also tell you your battery readings. And then coming back into the bedroom, a nice big hanging wardrobe here. with a shelf on top. Now this is an adjustable shelf. We can move it up and down as needed. And then in the very back bedroom, right now you see we have it set up as 2 twin beds. So if it's you and a buddy going, you don't want to sleep in the same bed, you can divide it out. But if it's you and a spouse, pull that out, put this cushion in. I have them backwards. And now it's a nice queen, possibly king size bed. Lots of room here. So if you're the type that likes to cuddle, you can sleep on the same side. If not, you can sleep on completely opposite sides. Also in the bedroom, and this is standard all the way around this motorhome, you do have the dual pane acrylic windows, and they are storm windows. So you can open them. There's 3 different levels of how far you can open them, but you can see right now we're still getting airflow in without letting rain in or snow in if it was raining outside. That's the second point, third point, and then all the way up, and it'll close. And then just really simple locks here. Rotate them, and then you do have the blinds that pull up from the bottom and the screens that pull down from the top. So if you wanted to leave that window open but didn't want the bugs coming in, you could just pull the screen down. Under each one of these, or on each side, you do have a reading light up underneath the cabinet. And then cabinets all the way around the bed area here. Another spot for a satellite receiver up top there with 2 110 volt outlets, an HDMI port, so you could also put a DVD player in it to be hooked up to this small Jensen TV. More storage up top here without a door, and then in the middle another big cabinet area. Down below that, 2 110 volt outlets, as well as just a little shelf if you want to throw your CPAP on there. And then 2 more reading lights on either side of the bed. 3 more cabinets on the driver's side. So lots of storage in this smaller motorhome, and I'll show you a little bit more once I get off this bed. So converting the beds, I mean, it's pretty easy. You just have a slider in place here that pulls out. 2 drawers underneath the bed as well. Nice big drawers. Now Joe, do you want to come back here and we'll show you just a couple things. Back here in the back, we do have light switches, accent lighting, ceiling lights, and aisle lights, as well as your controls for your thermostat. So it's about 15 degrees outside right now. I have it set to 71, just running off of that propane and that 20,000 BTU furnace. Last thing on this side, this red switch is going to be for tank heaters on your gray and black tank, so that you can stay out in a little bit colder weather. Up on the roof, you do have a 13,500 BTU air conditioning that can be run off of that generator. And I think that pretty much wraps up this 2013 Rayo. Very nice small unit. If you're just getting started camping, this would be a great starter unit. It's got everything you need and not a lot that you don't. If you have any questions on this unit or any other unit in my inventory, feel free to give me a call at 303-482-6375. Again, I'm Brian Moritz with Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. Thank you so much for watching.